Good morning, Facebook family, friends. This is Brenda Johnson, Cabbage Tag, retired school principal. Hope everyone's having a great, blessed Sunday. Beautiful day outside. It's amazing. Decided I'm going to do some art today. I'm still working on my show, so I got a ways to go. Move this fan out of the way. So I got a ways to go, so we're still working on. I don't want to rush the page paintings. I want to take my time. So this is Brenda Johnson, retired school principal. The life of a retired school principal, owner and operator of Canvas Tag. So I hope I'm going to motivate some of you today, and thank God, and dear God, thank you for this beautiful day. I mean, we woke up this morning. It's just a blessing, y'all. It really is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang out over here and sit here, and we're going to have some fun. What we're going to do, I'm just setting everything up. We're going to work on her for a while, and then we're going to switch off. So this is what we go through, how our day is, and it's a pretty cool day. I love doing art, so this fits. Let's put this last. It fits really well. So we're going to work on this. And then we'll also work on some, gotta get closer, don't I? We'll also work on some other stuff later today. This is my canvas because I gotta keep it down here because sometimes I spill paint, but not that much. Here's the book I got from gotta get my name in this book. This is the art show we went to the other day. And if you want to see it, you go online. It's online. Oh, I love how new books smell. I missed that in school. But this is just the show we went on. So if you want to see it, it's still there till, I think, till January at the McNay. But I love this book. I'm probably not doing this book any justice at all. But it explains a lot of where he was coming from. I'm still reading up on it. But this is called the Whitfield Lovell. And it's right now, it's at the McNay, San Antonio, Texas. Had a great time there. And if you want to see it, I did film my whole thing there. I filmed the whole time I was there, everything. So if you get a chance, you want to go see it. So where am I going to put this one? I really like this one. I think I'm going to put this one right here. I won't move you. You're clear, you're fine right there. Okay, let's get busy. Johnson, what paints are you using? We'll use our palette. We have our palette right here. Like I said, I don't know how far we're going to get on this. Hopefully I'll get far. Have some fun. It's a beautiful day outside. It's really pretty outside. Okay. You gotta come closer to me. Yeah, that's perfect. I love art. Love it, love it, love it. It's a beautiful day. I got my plants watered, got my cup of coffee, and woo, it's hot. This coffee's hot. So I'm working on a show. It's good. It's decaf. So I'm working on a show. And my brushes. And I haven't really got too far on this show. Oh, wow, this is a mess. Hold on, y'all. Let me clean this out real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, I let this get down too far. Okay, I let this get down really, really far. So, I cleaned it up. Get me some brushes. Some brushes. Okay. So I'm working on my studio because I want to do a show. And of course I haven't. And you don't want to rush your show. You want to produce nice stuff that people would want. You know, something they would like. So, I don't know. That's just me. How I feel. You know, it's kind of weird because some people, you know, they don't realize their talent because they're afraid to go after it. That used to be me. I was afraid of failing. You get told so many times you're not good at something, you start believing it. And I'm not talking about art, just talking about things in general. These poor brushes just bent so much. So I don't know if I want to start on her shirt or her outline. Let's start on her shirt. What color do I want her shirt? I think I want her shirt. I was going to make it yellow, but I think I'm going to go blue. Blue, 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 blue. Maybe even some purple? No, better stick with the blue. Look at these ideas in my head. And yellow would be nice too, though. Even green. But I'm not going to put green because the background's going to be red. So I know it's not going to be green. It is going to be some brown in there, though. I think there's going to be some brown and yellow in there. I get these ideas a little too late. We're going to use our stuff up here. And there's some blue. I think we're going to use some blue. We're going to make our shirt blue. How about that? And we're going to use some Winston Newton. I don't even have blue on this thing yet. I bet you that's not even dry. Nope. It's not dry. It gets so hot up here. I'm up in the loft. And my art studio up here in the loft. Just going about my way. Then I'm going to have to get some darker blue. Where's my picture? We don't want too much blue. I could put in some brown too. How about some blue and brown? Let's get some black on here. So, it's been crazy out there in this crazy world we have. So I decided that I'm going to do this show, whatever it takes, I'm going to do it. And I actually have 2 scheduled. One is for this lady who keeps asking me. And I said, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. I don't mind. Because, you know, so one of my shows is going to be, it's going to have some art, but the one I'm trying to get together, and I've been trying and it still has not happened, is the one for the found objects. I just don't have all that time, which is a good problem to have. If you don't have time, that means you're selling your art. And I had to quit putting art up because I wasn't going to have anything to sell if I kept putting art up at Homestead. So I had to kind of like take that for a minute and not do it because of that. I wasn't going to be able to have anything for the thing. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. You know, like I said, it was crazy how quick people notice my art. Because you work so hard all these years and people don't notice it. And then finally, you get to a point where they do. So, some of y'all asked me where I got this lady. I saw this lady sitting on, I can tell y'all now, I saw her sitting on a bench. And this is like 3 ladies in one. And that espresso she had, her kid was playing. And she had this expression on her face the whole time. And so we just started talking, and I said, hey, how you doing? And you know how you talk to people. And she was telling me about her son and, you know, just things about how things were with her son and how things were going. And it was so weird how do I put this? What she was going through. And I could see it in her face. When she would talk, this is how she was when she was talking to me. She was talking to me with her eyes closed, telling me about her experience. And I was like, wow. It was deep. And so I kind of was like, wow, this lady's been through a lot, you know. And her daughter was playing on the playground. And you never know what people are going through. And so when she was telling her story, she closed her eyes. And I had another friend who used to close her eyes. Her name was Cheryl. Cheryl, if you're on here, hey. Cheryl Cooper. She's a good friend of mine. I hadn't seen her in a long time now. And I'll never forget, she used to close her eyes when she talked. Deep. You knew it was going to be deep if her eyes were closed. So I was like, wow. And I just kept looking at her. And I said, and I have a photographic memory for those of you that don't know it. And I was like, wow. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing? And I was like, wow, this lady's really deep. So I just kept that in my head. I went to the car and immediately sketched it in my sketchbook. Right away, I sketched her face in my sketchbook. Because I wanted to keep this look. But then I wanted this look, but in an art kind of way, if that makes sense. I wanted it, but I wanted it to be kind of artsy, kind of looking. So it was deep. She was really deep lady. She's an amazing lady, actually. Just her story, man. And it just really went with me. So I just went to the car. Anyone knows me knows I always have paper and pencil. I used to get in trouble for drawing at the principals' meetings because I was always drawing. And they would come up. I mean, for years I would get in trouble. When I say get in trouble, I get like, hey, you need to pay attention. And then all of a sudden, 20 years down the line later, I'm sitting there in this meeting, and there's this lady that comes in, and she's giving the meeting for Principal Summit, and that's when you go back to school, for those of you that don't know. That's when school starts again, and you go to these summits. And she's telling everybody, it's okay to let people, thank you, Cynthia, it's okay to let people draw and do doodle, to let your kids, and let, and I was like, whoa. All this time, I've been getting in trouble, and I didn't care. Y'all know me. Brenda didn't care. But I really didn't, which is sad. I know, I'm horrible. But I'm being honest. If we're going to be honest, I need to be honest. I really didn't care I got in trouble. This is just, I'm being honest. But I can remember getting in trouble for doodling. And then when they said that, I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me? I've been doing this whole time and was told that was not a good thing. And now you're telling me it's okay? I was so mad. This is acrylics. In case y'all were wondering. This is that expensive acrylics too. You can get the cheap one. I show these, y'all. Y'all don't need these expensive ones. I only use these expensive ones on my art shows. So I was like, man, I was blown away. Just blown away. I really was. But, it's crazy. Get down here. And come through with some light. So, I don't know. People just don't understand it. I guess. I don't know. Don't start me a line. But I was like, what? What are you talking about? You mean all these years? It's pretty cool. I had fun doing furniture yesterday. It was lots of fun. So that's one thing it just bothered me. Because all these years you told the kids, quit drawing. And then we're told, hey y'all, let those kids draw. That's a good thing. Kind of crazy. Cray. Cray-cray. Cray-cray. Come in a little. This paint coming in a little. I'm just painting on her jacket right now. I really like this expression. Talks a lot. Tells a lot. right? Tells a lot. We're going to come in and we're going to dilute some of this in a minute. I'm going to dilute my paint. I'm just putting it on there like that. We're going to come in. I just want to make sure I had it all. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. I'm getting a little black in here. Make it a little black. Because it's going to be darker here. Because this is kind of like, I want it kind of muddy. You know what I mean? Blue jean. Kind of like muddy it up. But not on this, so I'm not. Kind of muddy it up a little. So I don't know. It's just crazy the way you get through things. Things happen and you get told this and that and you do it and next thing you know it's not what you thought it was. I see that a lot. Let's clean our brush a little, come back with some blue. Okay, there we go. Coming back up here with some blue. And now we're just working on our shadows on this jacket. That's all. We're just working on our shadows. Oh, the whole family out there walking. With a little baby. Aww. So I don't know. I tell people, I'm like, I don't know what to tell y'all. But that's crazy. That's some crazy stuff right there, boy. That's crazy. See if we can get a little darker, but not too much darker. There we go, that's perfect. A little darker. So I don't know. I just take it as I go. One thing at a time. That's all you can do. Just one at a time. Come down at an angle. Come in here. Because people don't understand about life and what you go through and how you go through it. You just got to remember that, you know, sometimes things are not what we seem to think they are. And sometimes we overreact. And then sometimes we don't overreact. It's not us overreacting. It's the truth. I did see this happen. I did see him catch that big fish. No, I'm kidding. I'm talking about fish because I want to go fishing. But you got to stay mental. You know, and somebody was asking me the other day. They're like, oh, yeah, have you been fishing? I said, no, I haven't been in a while. I said, and they're like, I saw you on Facebook. I'm like, yeah, but to me, that's a wow. But because you have to kind of like have your, if you're retired, you don't want it to become a job, but you also want to make sure you have your ducks in a row, if I could say it like that. You want to make sure you have what you need to be doing together. You know what I mean? That you got that together. That you got what you have what's making your money, especially if, like, I'm teacher retired, so it's okay if I don't make any sales because I have retirement. Some people don't have retirement and they need to make those sales. So that's a little different. So that's what I'm talking about. If you're not retired and you're doing this, you know, to make it, and you want to be an artist, a full-time artist, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta have something on the side, whether it's part-time or not, until you really start selling your not your pictures, but I always said, my teacher, she's like, you'll know you're famous when you start selling your prints. You know, when people start calling you on the phone, hey, can I get a print? Then you know you made it. That's, you know, somebody asked me yesterday, how did you know you made it in the furniture world? Because it's different. Painting furniture is totally different from this. And I said, well, the way I knew I made it in the furniture world is I don't have anything furniture sitting in my garage because it keeps selling. And then your name's out there and people know, when they see your name, y'all, I have so many people trying to buy that dining room set. It's sold today though. They're gonna come pick it up. Remember that dining room set we did? It sold. And just on my name alone, you know, I was talking to the lady and she's like, oh no, I see your work. I talked to her for a long time last night and she was like, no, I see your work. And she went on my site and I learned so much from her about, you know, the humbleness and what she goes through it. So that's another good thing I like about my customers is I get to know them kind of, you know. And that's pretty cool when you can do that. You know, I had a lady this morning call me and wanted to know if she found the dining room set like that. Could I paint it? Would I paint it for her? Something like that. Because I never do, if you know me, y'all know I never do two of the same thing, ever. You'll never see two of you. If there's one and they say, oh, Brenda did this one, you're like, no, she doesn't do two of the same thing. Y'all know that about me. And that's just me. I just don't do it for whatever reason. So it's kind of, so when she was asking me about it, I was like, I can do one, but it won't be just like that. And she started laughing. She goes, I know, you say that all the time in your things. And she's like, because there's several things I've seen you have that I really want it. But it's sold. I was like, yeah, I'm so sorry. But that's when you know you made it. That's when you know when you're like, oh, wow. Wow. And see, the furniture, you can't make prints. So it's kind of a little different world. But when I paint furniture, to me, it's like I'm painting, you know, it's all the same to me. I don't see furniture, I see a canvas. So that's what I like. That's just me. So let's clean our brush. And we're going to clean it, clean it, clean it, clean it. And we're going to come back to this blue. And we're going to go over this a little more. And then we'll do the background. And guess what, y'all? She will be finished. I really like her. I'm glad I picked this blue. I like this blue. And that's why she sat as long as she did this week. Because I couldn't think of a color to come up with her. I just couldn't. I debated and I debated and I debated and I debated. And finally I was like, okay, I'm going to do this one. It's going to be this one. So that's what happened with her. My furniture will sit there forever. Until I feel it, it's not getting painted. And those are just some things, that's just me. I have to feel it. There's certain things that I'll have for a while and I don't feel it. I'll just give it away. I'll give it to someone I know or one of my students so they can make some money for their school. And I'll be like, hey, you can have this. They're like, ooh, this is so cool. You don't want to paint it? I'm like, I can't get any inspiration on it. I don't know. It's just, sometimes you just don't. Not everything is for you. Like painting, you know, that's why I stopped painting, what do you call it when they come out and ask you to paint something? I stopped doing it, furniture and canvases. I don't do commission anymore because it takes away from your creativity. And so I stopped doing it. I was like, no, can't do that no more. I was spending so much time doing other people's portraits and stuff. A lot of y'all have my portraits out there. And people will ask me, why'd you stop? That's why I stopped, because I had no creativity. And the whole reason you do art is to create. At least for me it is. So that's why I stopped. And decided I just want to do my own creativity. And that's where I am today. But y'all remember, if you go back on my site, you'll see it. There's times and times that I did so much other people's paintings. I mean, don't get me wrong. I used to spray paint pictures, and they were amazing. I can say that myself, even though it's my own art. They were amazing. I loved it. So, but it wasn't creativity. It was a picture of someone, and they wanted it as close as they could to what they were doing. So it wasn't like I could have used my own creativity, because when you throw your creativity, you take away from it. And I'm going to tell y'all, people don't, if they don't look like them, they don't understand. That's not me. They're not looking at creativity. They're looking at, I want this to be me. And that was hard. That was really hard. I'll never forget that. And then I was like, okay, I have to get this done. They would call, hey, when's my picture ready? It's just not art. When it comes to that much, that's not art. That's a job. It's like, okay, this is no longer art. This is a job. And you just stop. Stop doing it. That's what I do. This is Folgers decaf in a bag. Did you know coffee comes in like a tea bag? Isn't that cool, y'all? It is so cool. I'm painting this memory. Now that I think about it, just want to make sure I get it all right. It's important. It's a lot to me. There we go. My hair a little bit. And I'm letting it dry and just see where I'm going with this. I love this color. I'm glad I picked it. I'm glad I did stick with this color, because I love it. It's a beautiful color. Get on there. Paint it out. But it is a nice color. Just painting these out. So those are just some things that you need to think about if you're planning to become an artist. Because you gotta, another thing I teach that I notice people will do when they're an artist, when they're just starting out, they won't realize that they're gonna need supplies. That's my number one thing I teach my kids right away. My students, hey, you're gonna need supplies. You're gonna have to have those supplies. You know, you can't, there's no way you're gonna make it without those supplies. So you have to include all that. And that goes back to the saying, it takes money to make money. That goes back to that saying. It takes money to make money? Yep, it does. Unfortunately, it does. And I'm kind of like dry brushing right now, in case y'all didn't notice. It's what we call dry brushing. And I'm just bringing out these lines out of here. That's what I'm doing. I'm bringing out the lines. So I don't know. Just something to think about. I kind of have two shadows going on here. I don't know if you can tell. Because her hands, the light is coming this way. Going up. So I have a shadow here, and a shadow here. I don't know if y'all can tell on camera, but I do. And now all I'm doing is pulling these shadows in together. That's all I'm doing. Just coming down with it. And it's funny because some people's like, man, I watch you paint and I think I would have never thought of that. You know, because they're like, I would have thought I'd mess it up. Yeah. You just got to believe in what you're doing, the system. I always say it like this, let the product do its job, not you, including the brush. You got to work that brush. You got to let that brush do its job. With that said, we're going to go to the next step, which is we're going to turn this sucker upside down, and we're going to work on the side. What do y'all think? I'm going to step back and look at her. I really like her. She's different. So we're going to get our red paint over here. You're going to make me lose my mind. And we're going to use, for our background, we're going to use this paint and primer from Home Depot. Turn her upside down. Okay. And we're going to work on this. On this series I'm working on. The background's easy. It just takes time, and you have to be patient, because I do want these. I'm not going to use this one. Okay. I need a smaller one. Let's see. This is perfect. It's long. I could reach. Okay. I could use a taco. I got an upside down lady, y'all. I done seen it all. I'm painting an upside down lady. But that's okay. So we got some red. Come in here with this red. And we're going to work on, I might have to put my glasses on. I don't want a brush that's too fat that I can't see what I'm painting on the outside, because I'm not standing. Ooh, this is a pretty color. Ooh, I'm loving this color. It's a beautiful color. Now, right now, I'm following the hair. That's all I'm doing. I'm just following the hair. I'm not really worried about anything right now. I'm just following the hair. So that's why I have this kind of brush. Boom. And then I have another one we're going to work on. But we won't finish it today. And there's a story behind this one, but I can't tell y'all who it is. I promised I wouldn't. On this next one we're going to do. I'm just happy they let me do it. I always ask before I do someone's painting or use it for, because I don't do it like, it's not going to look like them, but I still want them to know, hey, can I use it for reference? I guess that's the best word, would be reference. I guess that's the best way to say it. I really want to use your painting for reference. Okay, we're going to get a bigger brush in just a minute. We're going to use this bad boy. But right now, I don't want to use this bad boy until I can get in here and get this done as much as I can. Because I just, this is where we're making the hair. Putting it on his hair. And you know, my mind, I know this is upside down. It's really messing with me, which is crazy. It's really screwing with my head right now. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to turn it back around in a minute. I just didn't want to drip across her face. Because if I went across her face, I'd be crying. Let's get this sealed in right. So that's why I turned her around upside down. I don't want to reach across her face and have to do anything else to that up there. So those are some things you need to think about when you're painting. I'm still trying to just get it in here. I'm hitting that black, I could tell, but that's okay. Red's a really dark dominant color, so I'm okay. Got black. Come up here a little. Just come in here a little. Just having some fun. Just fun, 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 fun. Because your daddy took the two-bird away. Okay, now we're going to go to the bigger brush. And we're going to just stick it in that paint. And be careful when we do it. Just to the end. And off. And over here. Just take your time. I act like I'm teaching. I'm not even teaching right now. I'm over here acting like it. What are you doing, Johnson? You're not teaching right now. I know. This is so much fun. It really is. It's so much fun, y'all. Just coming in with this. If I need to do another coat, I will. But I don't think I need to. This is some good paint. This is Bear. So you paying for some Bear. Bear's expensive. We're going to turn her back around. See, I didn't get the top of that one. But we will. We will. Okay. Just a little, just a little. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Don't want any drips. No drips. You're going to use this brush. This one here. This one right here, I gotta come up there. We're gonna come back with some black. There we go. I guess I did it with my hands. Where's my towel? I want some taco. They didn't give me a taco. Y'all think I'm crazy? I don't like this one, so we're gonna get rid of this one. There you go. That looks way better. I'm just letting the brush do the work. I don't want no squares. I gotta hook a brushy brush here because I don't want no squares or triangles. So I'll show you on my brush. That's my brush. In a minute, I'm gonna switch brushes again. But right now, I'm trying to get this hair down. Yeah, y'all remember, I don't know, this past summer, I did some painting, and I would paint my whole background, and then I would paint. I could have did that with this one, but I wouldn't have got this effect, so that's why I didn't. And I'm going to come back when this dries with some black, just so y'all know. I'm going to work just a little bit more on this hair thing I got going on over here. Just a little bit. And right now, I want a lot of red on here. A lot of red. This is my second coat over here, which is okay. And in here. There we go. She got that hair. Okay, now we gotta come to a way smaller brush. Like this. And for this, since the brush is so small, I'm just gonna use this right here. I probably should put on my glasses for this part, but I think I got it. And if you're not really used to using a brush, you could use this in here when I did this. If you don't feel comfortable using what I had, it's okay. It's just gonna take you longer. This is gonna take you a little longer. Just know that. So I start off away from the body and then I move into the body. I have to put my glasses on because I don't want to mess up. And I want to make sure I have everything painted on here. I want no white coming as much as possible. See, there's somebody out there. I don't know who. There is somebody out there. I'm just doing the outline right now. I'll come back in. I'm just getting her outline done. And if you want to see how we got started with this painting, the original start, the whole painting's online. Everything's online. Just going straight up. I'm missing my animals. They're downstairs. They're not allowed upstairs. They get into everything. Okay, we got this. So let's go back to what I was saying. So you got to make sure when you go out, and you, even like the woodworking, you got to understand you're going to have to buy something. Maybe it's a blade or something. So when you get the money, when somebody pays you and you finish, just you can't spend all the money on junk. And that's a lot of the problem my students was having. They're like, I said, what did you do with all the money you just made on that painting? Oh, I bought concert tickets. And that's what you can't do. You have to remember that you're going to have to put whatever, and when you price your stuff, that's how you're pricing it to what you feel like, you know, your time, your what you put in it, your energy you put in it, all that is part of what it is. And so they're like, oh man, I didn't think about that. No, you have to. Because then when it's time for you to paint something else, you have no brushes. Now, I would say brushes, but I barely buy a brush. Y'all see how I do my brushes? I do them like this. My brushes is never out of water, ever. And I've been doing this for, God, years. I can tell you how long I've been doing this. I've been doing this since the first oil spill. And I was like, man, the Valdez oil spill or whatever that was. I was like, wow, if that'll clean that oil, it'll clean my brushes. And I've been doing it ever since. When I saw them cleaning those turtles and all them birds with that Dawn soap, I was like, wait a minute. If it can do that, it can take that oil off them birds and them turtles. I know it's going to take this paint off my brush. So that's what I did. I was like, oh yeah, it's going to work. I got this. Oh yeah. And so I never looked back. Y'all think I'm kidding. I do not take my brushes out of the water at all. I keep them, I brush them, I use them, and I stick them back in the water. I keep the Dawn soap, I change them out. Maybe, well, I haven't changed these in 2 weeks. Today was my first day changing these. Just trying to see what she looked like there. I think I am going to come in a little under here and fix that. I don't know. I say I am. And, you know, my daughter and Bonnie will say, you need to leave it alone. You don't know when to stop. When I was doing my spray paint art, they tell me that all the time. You got to know when to stop. What are we talking about? Know when to stop. Let me show you when to stop. So I laugh every time I think about that. Them telling me that. Mom, you gotta know when to stop. And they were right most of the time. They were so right. I was so into that. I gotta give them credit. They were right. Let's get this painted. And so when I'm painting, I'm thinking, what is it gonna look like on my, whatchamacallit? Where's my blue? Yes. I don't have a blue anymore. So let's get another one out and get some blue. I know that blue's got to be dry. We don't need that much. I do need some. I remember when I was younger, You know, I'm sad, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all a secret, okay? Y'all can't tell nobody this secret. I'm going to tell y'all, okay? When I used to work in the elementary room, I've always been an artist. If you're from Harlingen, you know I'm an artist. So when I got to San Antonio, I learned real quick not to tell people I was an artist. Because if you work at an elementary school, the minute people need something, you know who they're going to ask? They're going to ask you. Because they know you're an artist. So I kept it quiet for quite a while. I did really good. For years, people didn't know it. And some people might say I'm not an artist. You know. Some people might say, your art looks like crap. Which, I say I'm an artist because in my heart, I feel it. Okay, I can take these glasses off. Woo! Much different when you take these glasses off. Much, much different. Much, much different. Wee! Turn it around. Trying to get everything here. Got some brush hairs in there I had to brush out. There's one there too. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, got it out. It's almost finished. I come up this way. Pull that out. Our girl is almost finished, y'all. Okay. I went across and I said I wasn't going to do that, but I did it anyway. Another coat. I like her. She's pretty. I really like her. So if you look at this whole thing, this is off right here. This big old is just, it doesn't look like anything, to be honest. And I don't want to do it, but I need to lighten up in here a little. So those are what we're going to do. We're going to fix those two things. So we're going to need some black. Let's fix that thing first. And we're going to make it real easy. Where's her little thing? This is where you hurt the most when you're like, oh, no, 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 no. I messed it up. So we're going to be real careful when we do this. Very careful. We're just going to lighten up it a little. Just a little. Just very little. I keep saying that for a reason. Because I know me. I'm going to take it slow when we do it. Very slow. So, I'm mixing two colors here. I'm going to go a little slow on here. Just right here. This a little lighter. bit of, hold on, y'all. I'm coming. It's coming. Put it in a little. Just a little. Just a little. Don't need that much. We're going to make that a little bit darker, but not too much darker, but a little darker. Okay, I think this is it. Just a little darker. We'll come back in and fix this. We don't want it that thick. We definitely don't want it that thick. And we don't want her lip that big. So we got this. Under just a little bit more. What's my It's work in progress. Okay. I'm switching the light source, y'all. I have my light source wrong. I just realized that. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Oh, look at my baby. She look good. I kind of gave her a chin here. I switched the light. The light source was on this side. I kept thinking it was on this side, but it's not. It's kind of like coming here, to be honest. But I just wanted to make sure I had that in there. Smooth these edges out. Now, I need some red. She's almost finished. I can see her lip now. I got tired of working on her lip, so I was like, you know, I'm going to do this lip later. I had confidence in myself. I really did. I had some confidence in myself. I need that dark brown. Come back in here with you. To right. Is this? No, that's not the one I need. I need this one. I need this bad boy. I just need a little. I don't even need. I'm gonna actually keep it open. Just need a little. like to look at the phone every now and then to see how I'm doing. Okay. Let's clean this up. I need to clean her face even more. So I need to put where is it? I'm going to glaze this part I just finished. I'll put it back in there. You know, I was looking for you. And you. There you go. Making a move, y'all. Here's what I was looking for the other day. I don't know how they don't know. But we're going to finish glazing this face. Put a little of this there. This is what I use. Get this out here. I could have changed brushes to a softer brush too. Let's get a softer brush. Come on. Dang, what are you to the bottom of the thing? What the hell? Oh, you're on here. Hold on here. Got a mess going here. How did you get on this brush? Well, I guess you just did. Trash. What am I working on? Oh, her face. It's like, what am I working on? Just trying to get a softer brush. Here's one. It's like, what was I working on? Her face. Just soften up a little. Pull it down in there. My sister Catherine was like, you need to fix that. So I got to tell her I fixed it. She'll be happy. Man, that look. The look is serious, boy. The look is so serious. I'm gonna clean this up. Just gotta keep going. I'll bring some dark back through here. Not a lot though. It's too much. Just a little. Back to here. It's like putting on makeup. It's like putting on makeup. Okay. We're gonna leave her alone. Wow. You can see that forehead right here. She's like up there trying to figure out what. You can tell when that forehead goes up like that, somebody's in trouble. We're going to take all of our brushes that we used. I should do like this and take a picture. And we're going to stick them into the water. And we're going to move them around. Up and down and around. Oh, we still need to take care of that. Where's that red on this brush? Get out of there. I'm just checking my brushes. So we have some black here, so we're gonna work on the hair just a little. Well, guys, we'll be through. Just a little here. Not even a lot. And we're gonna leave the white like that. It's not gonna hurt. You gotta take your time. You're at the end, you always want to rush, but you can't. You don't want to rush it. Even though you want to, you can't. Remember, it's going to dry it's going to all dry the same. We're getting ready to start on our next one. Fix this one. What I'm doing right now, I don't know if y'all can tell, I'm drawing with the brush. That's all I'm doing. I'm looking back at the camera to see what it looks like. Because after a while, you get so used to seeing it. It all looks the same. So that's what we're doing. We're drawing, and I have a big brush here. So I have to be careful how far I go out with this big brush. Because I don't want to lose what I got going on with my hair. I worked hard on this hair. And I don't want to lose what I got. So, that's another thing. You want to make sure you got it going on. And it's all going to dry. You'll see in a minute. And come back in with some red and get over that and fix that in a minute. Let's look at my hand rest. And you don't have to go as fast as I'm going. I'm used to painting, remember? So you don't have to go this fast. Get some more. Oh, wow, I almost messed up. I'm gonna stick this in the brown. I'm like, oh, let me get some more brown. I'm glad I didn't. Because I sort of started to. And you gotta know what your brushes are able to do. You'll know what your brush is able to do. That's very important. And I tell people that all the time. Know your brushes. And even though I want this done, I can't rush it. And I want to rush it, but I can't. But I really do want to rush it. Okay. So let me look at her. I really like her. I'm loving her hair. We're almost finished, guys. I just doing these little things I see here. So we're gonna need some more black and finish up her crazy hair. That's black. Yeah, that's black. I'm gonna get a bigger one, but not too much bigger. I mean a smaller one, but not too much smaller. Well, that's too fat. Let me go get my other brushes. I don't want to get up. That's why I always end up in trouble, because I don't do what I know I need to be doing. But I did find one. I didn't have to get up. I found one. I'm gonna have to come back with some red too. I can already see that. I'm just working on this hair. We're gonna come back with some red in here too. And I waited on the hair because my sister, Catherine, wanted to know how I did the hair. So I told her I hadn't finished it yet. But I was going to do it. She can see it when I go online and do it. So that's why I waited to finish the hair. Because if you're going to do hair like this, it's going to take more than one day. Now, that's just me. I'm not, the best. But I don't consider myself to be the best. But the reason I'm saying that is because you need to let this texture. You can't get this texture and this coverage if the paint is wet. You have to let this paint dry and then come back in and get what you're trying to get out of it. Set your idea down, leave it alone, and then come back. And then it'll look like hair, trust me. You just gotta trust the process. Again, and I say that a lot, even in my furniture art. You just gotta trust the process. And a lot of people just don't trust the process. And if you don't trust the process, it's not gonna happen. And if something looks unnatural, then you have to pull it out. This doesn't look natural. So I'm going to come, I'm going to make it look natural. There we go. Spread this out all even. I'm barely going over these white spots. Just barely leaving some there so you could get a hint. You can still see where I see some red. But wow, I really like it. Oh, I'm over there in the brown. I'm gonna mess up. Over there in the brown. I really like it. I really like this one. So when I'm doing this hair, I'm doing a wiggle. I'm coming to the end and I'm wiggling bigger, and I'm here barely touching. Stronger, stronger, stronger. Pressure, pressure, pressure up. That's what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna come back with the red. Just trying to get this one up. It's white. It's canvas. Okay. Now we have our red. We still have our red brushes. Smaller ones. I come in here. It's white. I'm just looking to see where I need to come in at. And I'm using the red as a cutoff. Now I have to stay out of the black because the black is wet. So sometimes you might have to come back. But since I didn't get into the black that much, I don't have to really worry about coming back. So I really didn't. I know I probably should have turned this around, but I think I can get it. There we go. And the background is usually not that hard, but I didn't finish. If I had to finish the hair, the background would have been easy. But I waited till I knew that I wasn't going to have any problems with this hair. Because I really like her hair. Her hair really did look like this. I loved her hair. It's like, wow. That's what caught me her attention at the park was her hair. Her hairstyle is what caught my attention at the park. Her hair was amazing. I was like, dang, that's amazing. I would love to draw that. It's like, baby, let me tell you. That's how I see her. Saying, girlfriend, let me tell you. You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. We're just working on the last parts. My brush is peeling. Wow. I'm gonna mess me here today. See how that works? They just paint it out. And sometimes it takes more than one coat, but you got it. Let it dry. Go back and hit it. That's what I do. Just let it dry. Go back and hit it. And now I'm just pulling it out. Now I got it covered, I can pull it out and paint where these shadows are in here. Because I've already pulled out what I wanted to pull out of here. I don't want anything straight like that. So I'm going to come back in just a little. Come in here. Get this down here. There we go. Now I'm just covering. There we go. Ba-boom. I probably shouldn't use this brush for this part, but oh well, I am. Y'all know me. I'm hard-headed. I'm so hard-headed. Okay. I get rid of that little piece right there. I don't like that hair right here. We're going to paint you out of there. Yeah, baby. There it is. I like that. Come back down here. We're just finishing up. Nothing looks out of place. Except for up here. I don't see it as red as I like it. There we go. There we go. I didn't see that. See how it made the change? And I have it in the window so I could see everything. There's nothing I'm missing here. And there's my second coat over here. It's probably gonna be my last coat. Uh-oh, I hit some black. Clean my brush. Just come back. Still working on that last coat over here. I don't know if y'all could tell, but that's what I'm doing. Bringing it all together. Pulling it home. Okay, this should be dry. I should be able to come and cover that up. Oh, that's way too much paint. It's gonna mess up. What I was trying to do the first time and I couldn't. So this side is ready. This side over here, I could see. I'm going to come in just a little bit closer here. Okay. And right in here. Okay. That's better. So what I'm doing, I'm just looking. I'm actually now just being picky. It's just, you know, I'm being picky right now. Going through what I like and what I don't like and fixing it. Bringing this all together. Without messing it up, hopefully. Got a little thing going on here. It's important. This part right there is very important. Okay. Now I just have some black over here to cover and we are through. It looks really good. You know, I don't like this. This looks fake. It looks like a finger. So let's go fix this. We're going to come in at an angle, and we're going to pull you down and out. So now we have to come back over that in a minute. That doesn't look fake anymore. We got to come over here. We have this just a little bit over here, and we'll be through. This is our second coat over here on this side. And what I do is I just work both sides of the canvas. Give them a chance to dry, work both sides of the canvas. I'm up at the upstairs loft, so I have plenty of heat up here. And you might say, heat? Yeah, it was cold this morning in the house when I got out. So, that black is just not going to go away. I don't know why I keep getting it on my brush. It's there. It's under there. That's what it is. I forgot that was long right there. I forgot I had that long. So we're going to come across. And we'll just get rid of you. And touching that ain't going to help. We just got to leave it alone, let it dry. It's not going to be perfect. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. So, and I know that. So I'm not going to pretend to be. And it's for fun. This is fun. Okay. I want that red I want her to kick out from that red. That's why I'm working so hard on this red. I really want her. And my light source is right there, by the way. I want it to look like it is really just kicking out from this red. Because when you put it on the, when you put her on the, this is the other part that I needed to dry. When I put her on a canvas, you're going to see it. I mean, when I put her on a canvas, when I do a poster, you're going to see all of this. So you want to make sure you get the best you can. If you're planning to if you're planning to sell the prints, you want to make sure you get all this black out of here. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just letting it dry and paint as it dries, paint as it dries. It's a process, but it works for me. I like her. I really like her. Let's put these brushes back in here. And then we're going to go. Those can also be shadows on her hair. So either way, it doesn't look bad. Just so y'all know. It could also be shadows. Now that's gone completely. That's gone completely. And W out of here. W out of here. See how that works? And we're going to get rid of you completely. As it dries, it's easy to get rid of it. It really is once it dries. So we're going to leave it alone. And we're going to call it. I probably could do some more down here. I really didn't do that much down there. But I don't care. I kind of like that because I'm going to come in a minute. My legs. I tried to get out my legs, so I was like, it ain't happening. Okay, let me step back and look at it. I like her. I really, really like her. Oh, you know what? I don't have to put those up there. is what I'm looking for right here. Let's put these brushes up. I'm gonna wash these out today in a container. I gotta get a new container. Now we're gonna work with some chalk oils and we'll be finished. Da 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 da. Okay, guys, we are finished. Just gonna put some over here. Put some. Trying to make sure I get some everywhere. She looks good. I like her. Okay. She's finished. And what that did is that brought her neck out more over here. You can see her neck, and then that's her chin. So it brought out this part right here of her right here. And she is finished. I like her. Okay, guys, let me know what y'all think. I like her. let me make the phone straight. I like her. Oh, did I mess her up? Oh, that scared me. I like her. Now she has to dry. Where are we going to put her to dry? I'm going to switch you out. I like you too. But hold on. You're going to go somewhere. Hold on. Okay. Now, where are we going to put you? Take you down. Put you higher. should have moved you over. Oh well. Life is but a dream. And this one we have to finish. This one's not even finished. But it's ours. Okay. I need a thing to put you up there. I don't have one. Let me see. I don't want to go downstairs. Hold on, y'all. Johnson don't want to go downstairs. We're going to put you here. We're going to take you down for just today. We'll put you back up another day. Put you right here. Okay. There we go. We'll work on this one. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. Here's our next one. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, boom. I can't tell you who this one is, but it is someone I really, really, truly care about. Who's actually saved my life many a times. She's amazing. Okay. Can y'all see her? I don't even know where to begin with you. That's amazing. Turn this way. I want to make sure y'all can see it. I don't care about me. Wow, I really like that one. I was looking at that one over there. It's kind of dry. It's different. Why does this one seem taller? Okay, let me... Y'all know I had to clean up my mess, right? Y'all know I can't paint in a mess. Shot collar. So we got that. This is the life of my life. Shot collar, baller, holla at me. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. Guess we're ready. I hope I do this one justice. Let's put our little rolling thing here. And let's get our paint together. And the brushes we're going to use. I have nothing for reference. Nothing. It's all going to be done by reference. Not by no reference. But that's okay. We can have some fun. I know which one you are. Get your butt off of there. Okay. Right now I'm just putting some brushes together. For my palette. Shouldn't need that many, but we have that many. Why not take them out? Sometimes I procrastinate because I don't know where to start. But we're going to get started. Start with the black. Where's my black? Now this is going to be acrylic. Or do I want to start with oil? Nah. We're going to do this on acrylic too. Where's my black? Over here. Okay. I love this one. This is going to be fun. I know it. Okay. Gotta go slow. Gonna make my brains blue. I love that song. You make my world work. Oh, this brush. Why are you doing that? Okay. I gotta get a better brush than that one. We'll try this one. Yeah, this one will probably be better anyway. I already got my fine line that I need it. Oh, that one holds paint better. I see why. Forgot this is an oil. Boom, 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 boom. Go back to my fine brush too. I'm trying to paint by memory. That's what I'm trying to do, in case y'all were wondering. Okay. I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I gotta concentrate on how I want this to go. The art world is so crazy. It really is. The circle here and the other right here. I'll be home for Christmas. I think you can count. I should play my record. Gotta stand up for my legs for a minute. They're kicking my butt right now. Take a little break. Let's check out something too. I'm just taking a little break for my legs. You gotta work it out. And work. And work. Keep those fats in the shins. Ah, there they are. All this time, that's where y'all were. I can hang back up my calendar. I was wondering. Well, I ain't hang that. At least I know I have it. Now then my eyes work to where I like them. Okay, my legs are getting better. Like I said, I'm doing this from memory, so. Oh, what time is it? It's only 11:30. That's it? 11:30? Dang, I thought it'd be like a lot later. Dang. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This brush is getting on my nose. I'm gonna get a new one. Brush right here. I really don't need a fine brush, much of one, to be honest. But I guess I will keep these. My knee. It's because I have knee problems. I'll move this over and put my knee. So it doesn't hurt over here. Okay, that's better for my knee. My knee was kicking my butt. Okay, which one of these I want to use? This one. Oh boy, you are hard as a rock. Soften you up here. Okay. I'm looking at what is that? Okay. Because you're going to come back anyway, so it's okay. We can come back and fix you in a minute. And I don't like that nose either. Uh-oh. I hear Alexa in there. I don't know what she wants. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I have this brush really loaded. It's loaded. when you use the right tools, things will go right for you. If you don't use the right tools, they're not going to go right for you. Now let's see what we're going to do with this eye. We got that. We got that. With this eye, we're going to come, because we don't want to take her appearance off. Like this. Okay. Get rid of some of this paint. I'm trying to remember what she looks like. I see her face. Okay, I think I got it. And if you know who it is, please don't put it online. I meant to tell y'all that. If you know who it is. Because some of y'all are going to know. So don't put it online. I just thought about that shit. Don't put it online, please. That is so it right there. It's funny when I see it. I'm like, that is definitely her. Yeah, buddy. I love my photographic memory. Okay, we're going to come back with the eyelashes later, so we're not going to worry about that right now. Right now, we're just working on the face for today. I don't know how far we're going to get. I might stop and come somewhere else on it. And go to a different painting. I don't have anything. I have that one down there I need to work on, but I didn't like it. So that's why it's sitting down there. That one down there, I don't like. I might just paint over it and do something else. But I think I don't know. I did get an idea. I might keep it because I had some ideas with it. It was some more drawings. I'd have to get rid of all that and do some more drawings on it. But I do got an idea with that one now that I think about it. Yeah, I got an idea. I love art. It might get hot enough outside in a minute for us to go finish that furniture. That is so good. Decaf coffee. Now, I don't want to do anything in here until I get this part up here done. This is the most important part of this painting, is right here. Painting on the outside of the line. Do, 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 do. Take our time. Time is the essence of something. I don't know how that goes to y'all. Wow, that went off. Because I couldn't see it. I gotta fix it. I want this really dark up here. And I'm not worried about it. I can come in and change what I need to change. I don't want any, I want it completely. I don't want any gaps. I want it to come straight down. Straight down. Can we look at it? Okay, it'll work. we're going to come back through here with some white, just so y'all know. We're going to come back through with some white. I was laughing when we were drawing this on live. I have so many friends that people were trying to guess who it was. I'm like, you'll never guess. The people who were trying to guess, I was like, you'll never guess. Because this person's not in your circle. There we go. Remember, we're going to come back with some white. So that's just get us to see a face. Now we can come back. Not getting this black here. We need to kind of make this nose a little bit smaller. Just a little bit, not too much. Ooh, got paint on me. Got into that paint. That's okay, because we're going to use that black anyway, so it doesn't matter. In a minute. We're just outlining our face right now. I have to look at it on the phone. So that's why I keep looking back on the phone, y'all. And this is not a true portrait, by the way, y'all. I don't know if y'all noticed that. This is not a true portrait. Let's bring it out right here. Just a little bit more. I'm just still kind of like, actually I'm drawing, but I'm using the paintbrush to draw, in case y'all were wondering. I'm trying to get it down to how I like it with the brush. And then I'm going to come back in. Most of this you're not going to see hardly. I'll be honest with y'all, you're not going to see most of this. So, there's not a point here. I remember she doesn't have a point here at all. And when I do the rest, we'll get rid of that point because she doesn't have a point there. So this is pretty much of us just drawing it in right now. So all we're doing, we're just drawing it in. Okay. Is there anything else over there? There we go. Okay. Lay that one down. Now let's lay up our colors. I'm going to lay out some weird colors today. We'll start with this one. And that is just way too much anyway, so I'm going to have to really work on that one. So we're going to start with this one, burnt sienna. And then we're going to start with some Can't even read this. Use your glasses, Johnson. Use your glasses. We're going to start with some terracotta. The first thing we're going to work on are these lips. Kind of little. We're going to need way more terracotta than that, Johnson. Yeah, we're going to need a lot. And then we're going to work on, what else we need? We're going to need some white. Definitely a lot of white. We're going to need some white. White. There we go. Okay. Now we are ready. We're going to start off, I think I'm going to start off with the lips. Just a little red, but not a lot. I don't want no red lips. Just going to put some red in here for some tint, because I really don't want no red in here. Wow. We're going to go back to the black. I do want to do something with this black before I forget. We're going to come in here with this black. It's got to look ugly before it looks good. This is not her hair, by the way. Okay. We'll straighten that out later. It's going to be straighter, way straighter than that. Let me see this side. What do I got on this side? Coming this way. I don't know how far it's going to come up yet. This is her clothes. Actually, let's go to her clothes. Okay, that helps me. We're going to come in and fix all that. I know right now we got to look like an Indian. But trust me, it's the famous words of somebody. Just don't remember who. So let's get busy. I come in with just a little red on these lips. Not a lot, just a little. Just enough to play with. Come back to this. Some colors here. I had to use some of this. We're glazing early. Real early. The ugly stage comes first, y'all. And then it gets pretty. I think. I'm hoping I do it justice. We're going to actually get it halfway there. And then we'll stop. Once we get it halfway there, we'll stop. And I think our light source this time is going to be on this side. I think. I'm not sure. I'm thinking that's going to be what's going to happen. Okay, there's not going to be nothing there. Hair's going to be all right there. Down out of here. Okay. And what we're doing is glazing this part here, y'all. When it dries, we'll come back. So all we're doing is glazing. Remember, these are all layers, so they have to dry, guys. I'm going to come back in here with the hair, and we won't see that at all. Guess everybody's still asleep or in church. background's going to be what's going to cover that. I just wanted to see what I had going on. That's why I did it. In case y'all are wondering. Let me see how do I do this. I'm going to go up a little bit more with the block, just a little. It's a little too short here. There we go. I don't want it that tall. We're trying to remember what it looked like. So, bear with me here. But we're getting that. I don't even have a picture. I'm just going after by what I think. So y'all bear with me. Because we can change all this out later in the background. I do want to make it look like the right. So that means I'm going to have to come out a little bit more up here. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Way better. Shadows. Dang, she coming flying. Girl be flying. This is the shadows, y'all. Shadows. It's crazy. You got me going crazy. We can even fix this up a little better. Okay. Okay. It's better. Smooth criminal. I'm upstairs recording. Did you hear me? I'm upstairs recording. Okay, I'll leave you alone. No, you can come up. You're not going to bother me. No. Hey, should I take the turkey out? Yeah. Just put it in the fridge below? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. How was church? You know which turkey's which? Do you know what turkey's which? Well, I assume ours is the bigger one. Yeah.
Alexa notification. Good afternoon, Bonnie. One new notification from Amazon Shopping. A shipment will arrive today.
Okay. Like I said, I have nothing to see by. I'm trying to do this without anything to see by. But it's going good. I think so. Some people might not think so, but I think so. I like it so far. Are you singing Winter Wonderland? That's what I miss about school. The Christmas time with the kids. You miss all that. I miss it so much with the kids. Now we're gonna glaze up here. We're gonna glaze this. Pull it out. I'm gonna have to pour some more out. Sometimes I just glaze in here. Like I'll move this over. And I'll pour some glaze right in here. Just a little bit. What is this glaze? What is this glaze? This together. Just keep going. Someone asked a question, why do we pray? Oh, this stuff is strong. So we're gonna let that dry for a minute. And we're gonna take some white and a white brush. We're gonna have Daddy took the teepers away. We get some white in here. Make sure we just got pure white, nothing else. And we're gonna go around this pure white, nothing else. Same thing here, around here. And it's okay if you make a mess. You can go back and fix it. You just want to bring that white out though. And I'm going to come back and fix all this later with the black. But I do want this to be out. And nice. And nice. We're going to play with that in a minute. Okay, now I'm coming back to the black. Looking like a ghost. Oh, that was cricket. I got your little cricket there, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fix it up real quick. And why I went to the eyes was because I had to redo them. So I'm gonna come back in later. So y'all can see this eyeball up here. This eyeball, but you're not gonna see all this really, y'all. That's why I'm not really worried about it. But I do wanted to bring it back in. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna bring all that back in later. But I did want that white in there. And then I'm going to come back with even a thinner white brush, but I needed those colors in those eyes. We're going to let that dry, then we'll come back over it. And let's just keep going. I think this is dry enough. And we're gonna go back over this black, y'all. So don't worry about it. That's why I said don't worry about the eyeballs either. Because we're just pulling that out right now. see those colors popping out from under there? That's what we want. We want those colors to pop off from under there. And you can use a bigger brush if you need to. If you want a bigger brush, you can come in with a bigger brush. We want this side darker, so I'm going to get a little white and some on my brush and bring some white into this. Lots of white into this paint. And you should be able to see a difference over here. Right over here, you should see a difference. Can you see a difference? You see a big difference. Almost like two different panes. Difference. And I'm letting this. Hold on. Let plan go over. I'm letting this dry before I move over to that side with this lighter. In case y'all, with this lighter color I got going on over here. We're going to take more than one coat, I can tell y'all that. Take more than one coat from just what I'm looking at right now. We're going to come back in with these lips. What happened? What happened? Uh, the light is coming from this way. Oh, I know who that is. Okay. Guys, I gotta come back to y'all, okay? Take it easy.